Sweet. Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always with Travis from Howie Games and Cody from Stealing Life.
We're on track.
We're always on track.
Immediately.
How is life?
As soon as Aaron starts
How are you guys
talking.
going? You're asking dumb questions. You know that we don't have anything to talk about. It will get there.
Sometimes-
Just relax.
Yeah, have you been on this show before?
Don't you know how this
I'm a
works?
guest.
This is an organic
I'm a guest
show.
star.
It's
star.
it's organics. It's the teamings of it. Never mind. Anyway, so everyone's still alive. We're still doing things.
Yeah,
We're
good.
drinking our bangs.
Good.
Bang
Oh, yeah.
energy.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Oh wait, hold on. Here, I'll give you guys a knee cam.
Oh yes. I like the me cam.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be so.
Me cam.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh.
Hey, old peach mango. I'm rocking the froze rose and.
I was just waiting for you to notice.
What?
He was just sitting there flexing.
Because I'm getting all house-like.
Oh, you're just back in the back.
Yep.
Looking all good and beefy. You know,
So
big
fucking-
man slapping meat.
Beef-tacular. Oh, your
So
camera.
is it froze rose or is it froze rose?
It's froze rose, but he won't say that.
Why?
Because it's stupid.
It is stupid.
So I understand. It's like my mom.
Yeah, but you have to say it the way the country.
The country wants you to.
Come.
My mom goes to. Is it Denny's that has the moons over my hammy sandwich?
It makes sense.
Yeah, I think they have that. That's
Yeah.
like her favorite sandwich ever, but she will not say it. She's like, that's the dumbest name of all
How does she
time.
order it then?
She has one of us do it if we're with her.
Well, you know what I do? I just hold the menu. I want that.
Well, I think she's done that before too, but we'll usually just order it for her.
That's like if I go to a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant that I know I can't pronounce a thing right and I'm going to embarrass myself.
You just point.
I'll be like, can I have that one, please? It looks good.
See, I go for it.
Yeah, I don't have the
I
balls.
just say the words.
I just don't.
Whatever they come out, they come out. That's how it works.
Yeah,
I've
it's,
been really into the fish tacos at Jalisco. Speaking of Mexican food.
oh yeah.
It's so good.
It's sad.
You know-
so good.
It's sad. I was me and Jess every once in a while will go out and have a little bit of a cheat day and have ourselves a cheat meal, I should say. And
You're like, I can't do a whole day.
yeah, I can't do a whole day.
One meal is enough.
One meal is enough.
It's actually too
but
much.
we go. It is sometimes it hurts.
We have a cheat side. That's what we have.
We have a cheat,
a cheat
add-on.
portion.
Yeah, we have a cheat bite.
1/4 portion.
You can lick.
We have a cheat look where we look at
You
something.
can lick an ice cream cone. That's it. That's your cheat meal.
One bite of a donut.
Yeah. You can't swallow it though.
Spit it back out.
back out.
You just suck on the dough and then spit it out.
Oh God, that's a terrible sentence.
I think that's a t-shirt.
Suck on the
Suck
dough
on
and
my dough.
spit it out. Good God.
Anyways, what?
There's a restaurant that we go to out here called El Jefe's. Now there's two of them. There's one that is
El Jeffs, yes.
I like El Jefe's.
the boss. There's two of them. There's El Jefe's, and then there's one El Jefe's 2 with TOO. And I'm like, oh,
They actually put that?
yes.
Same
I
company?
thought it was just both El Jefes.
No, it's El Jefe's 2, and that one's on 160. It's like on
company.
the
No, it's a competing company.
yeah. That's just
The one that was the good one. I think this one burnt down at one point, but I don't know if it's still the same location. That was off where the flight trailer was.
yep, still there.
That's the good one.
That is a good one. However, that being said, me and Jess were there probably a month and a half ago, and we went in there and we had food. It was amazing, of course. And then we went back 3 weeks later or something like that, and they were closed on a Tuesday at lunch hour. I'm like, So then,
That's interesting.
yeah, so then I was going to wash my car, and I just drove by there just out of curiosity, and they're still closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys got shut down.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure it was some sort of health department thing.
It was
Like,
because they weren't doing any of the regulations.
yeah, I'm
They
sure.
were cramming people in there, and they didn't give a shit about any of the rules.
Yeah, and it's probably there's probably some really, and you probably know,
like the COVID rules?
specific things of how you have to handle food and whatnot, even more specific than
Everything
usual.
has changed now. Like we had,
I don't know that one. Oh, Cody.
yeah,
would.
dumbass,
Yeah.
the one that works in a restaurant.
I was like, I don't know anything. Bro.
Yeah, we actually got a whole new line of training when this all happened. We had to watch
That's
new
cool.
videos, go through all new procedures and everything. There's a shit ton we have to do now. And from what I've heard, a lot of places were failing. And we got ours, like, because, what's it called? OSHA?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yep.
who was doing it? Yeah, they were coming and checking to make sure we were following the procedures. And we are.
Would it be OSHA or would it be like the health? Or like
I think it was actually OSHA.
It
I'm
would,
not sure.
because it's the Operational Safety Hazards Association. So that would be a work-associated safety hazard if you were not handling food properly. You could get yourself sick and everyone else
Yeah, I
sick.
think this was handled by OSHA. It was a different thing. Because we still have
I didn't
our
think they'd handle that.
well, we still have our normal like health inspections and stuff, but
Right.
we had this was a different thing. And we're really strict about it at Carl's. Like
Probably because you.
I would say mainly, but
guys-
the other managers do a good job too. But yeah, I'm on
You guys want to
everybody.
hear some increase in some freaking security stuff
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
on policy? Yeah, this one's fun.
Can't pull your tits out.
Have you guys had a COVID test yet?
I actually no.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I tried to get
So-
one because I got sick at the beginning of this, and they turned me away.
But they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because you're non-essential. You're expendable.
Well, they said I didn't have enough of the symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
You know, reading about how they've, and we'll get back to you, Travis. Sorry. Reading about how the initial symptoms have usually been presenting themselves, I'm fairly certain that I've had it twice. Yeah.
Well,
You know, I want to say that I had it back in like May. Me and Alicia did.
Yep.
Because I haven't had a fever since I was like a little kid, right?
Mhm.
And all of a sudden I spiked like 103 fever, and then like it went away after like 2 days, but then it was just kind of both me and her were like, is it kind of hard to breathe?
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit, and it wasn't anything crazy, and now it's gone, kind
yeah,
of.
I feel the same way. I got really fucking sick a while ago, and I feel like it might have been that because it was like stupid.
Yeah.
I felt awful. And
Yeah.
same, I had a fever, and I don't usually get a fever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually run cold.
But now
what?
for
What'd you say?
I usually run cold.
Oh, I thought you said that's
I
because
thought
you're
you
old.
said I just get old.
I was like, that's because you're old. I was like, oh, thanks.
Dang.
Cool.
I'm basically the exact same age as
I'll
all.
just go fuck myself.
I
Thank you.
am technically the youngest one here, though.
Yeah. I had to think way too long about
Cody
that.
older than you?
By 2 months.
Yeah. January.
And you're November.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So just
I'm
a little bit older.
89.
I was almost an 80.
I'm in the previous decade.
Whoa!
You're so fucking
Does that
old.
still make you a millennial?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty sure it
Yeah.
does.
It does. I think we're like the oldest
I-
of the millennials.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like right on the cusp of the millennial.
Yeah. So we get lumped in with all the dumbs.
I think
I don't know. Gen Z is probably winning. I think.
no. Gen Z is everyone calls
Yeah, that's yeah.
Gen Z millennials, but they're not. They're Gen Z. We're millennials, and we kind of suck too, but not in the same way.
Oh,
Not quite as
everybody
bad.
sucks.
Everybody sucks. God.
They suck in their own special way. Anyway, back to the policy.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Something about something.
Something about things that we're
so
talking about
now-
initially.
The Center for Medicaid and Medicare has stated and issued this that if you work at a skilled nursing facility, which is a type of facility that I work in, you have to be tested for COVID twice a fucking week.
Fuck.
Damn.
I mean,
Are they still doing the intranasal cavity testing with that?
Yeah, where they stick the big swab up your nose
Yeah.
and make you feel like you're going to die for a second. Yeah.
make you feel like you're gonna die.
Sounds rough.
It's not that bad, honestly.
I've heard
If
it's
you've
not
ever
that
shot
bad.
like soda, if you shot soda out of your nose, it's about the same.
That's awful.
It's not that.
I
It's
remember.
unpleasant, It's very unpleasant.
You're like,
It's
I
not
want
a
to
fun
die.
thing.
No.
I would rather die. Thank you.
But now, like, on top of me trying to do, like, regular things, I get to try to wrestle my fellow coworkers and be like, come here, I'm going to shove this up your
Oh, you're doing the test?
Nurses can do the test, so they just have me do it because they're like, nobody likes you anyway, right?
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
Now they're really not gonna like.
I don't like you. You want to come down here and give me my nose test?
Sure, and I feel comfortable sharing this information because it's not something that's unique to our facility. Everybody has to do this.
Right.
If you're a skilled nursing facility, this is mandated by
I mean,
the
that
state,
makes
so
sense.
I'm not giving away any company policies or
Right.
anything.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Try
It
to
does
be
because
as
we have the
careful
most
as possible.
vulnerable population, but holy shit, twice a week? Do you have any idea how much those tests cost?
No.
Tree fitty.
They're like 100 to 300 depending on the test, 100 to 300 a piece.
I was
Okay.
close.
So, I mean, that fucking medical costs is ridiculous. There's just no way. There's no way that test costs that much. There's just no way.
Well, and then on top of it, but we're having to test all our employees twice a week. I can't imagine how much the company is spending on that.
Probably money.
Because a lot of money.
I'm right on it.
Oh,
today.
yeah.
I'm sharp.
I'm just surprised that they did twice a week. Like I thought that weekly would be enough, right?
No, honestly, I think that makes sense.
I mean,
I really do.
You do want to
Because,
catch it early.
Yeah, you don't know when it's going to actually
You
show
do.
up. and
I
all
just
that.
feel like that once a week would be sufficient. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff, so they probably have their reasons for
If
it.
it was
but I
up to
feel like
me, I'd
twice a
probably
week
do
is
it every
just
day.
excessive.
Yeah.
Stick that shit up your
Yeah,
nose
every day.
every day. Walk in, give me your nose.
Yep. Nose candy for
It's
days.
Give me your nose.
It's funny though that
me your nose.
like Travis has to do that, and that is that it's not that bad, but it's inconvenient, right? And
Right.
you don't
It's
want
not.
it, but
It's just irritating.
It just
like,
makes
but,
me
like,
laugh.
I get it.
because like they're doing that, right? And they're fine with it. Like,
Yep.
look, Travis is like, oh yeah, it kind of sucks, but whatever.
Right.
My employees run away from me because I have to take their temperature with the little beeper, the
Yep.
little thermometer thing.
The
are
the
they called?
infrared thermometer.
Yeah.
Oh, the little gun.
They run
yeah,
away
little-
from me because they think it's gonna kill their brain cells.
Dude, fucking
They don't have any to begin with.
That's why they're
fine.
scared.
No, it's like my my manager thinks that thing is gonna like hurt her. She's like,
I
"Ah,
don't get it, dude.
like what do you just it's not radiation.
How is that
Well, I
going to
mean,
hurt
yeah,
you?
it is radiation.
There's infrared going around you all the time.
They don't understand the shit that is shooting through our body at every fucking second.
I'm like, I told her too, like 3 times. It was like more infrared radiation is coming from the sun for like every like quarter of a second. This thing will put out for the entire time that
Yeah.
we're going to be using
We're
this.
absorbing shit all day, and these people are
I
running
am
away from thermometers.
99.999% sure that if you pointed that gun directly into your eyeball for the entirety of your life, there would be no difference of
Yeah,
anything
At
that you
first,
could detect.
I thought he was going to say I'm 99% radiation.
I'm 99. I'm radioactive, bitch.
I was very
But
excited.
like, yeah,
for
okay.
that.
So temperatures are so non-invasive. Why are people peeved about that?
I don't get it, dude.
Yep.
It's so that's why I think it's funny that they have to get that thing shoved up into their brain, and I'm like, "Come here, I gotta beep you," and they're like, "No."
It's ridiculous. It's just
Yeah, no.
people are so uninformed about like science in general nowadays that they're just fearful of everything. Yes.
Yeah, get it.
Get it.
we just got to take a flex break.
Flex break.
Just stretching it.
Just the sheer amount of ignorance that comes out from all of this stuff, and it just when it presents itself so clearly as someone like not understanding how infrared temperatures work,
so weird.
it saddens me and upsets me and angers me, and it's like, go out and fucking study how this shit works. Don't just be afraid of
Read a
something you
book.
don't understand.
Well, they just take because like one of them I work
Well,
with.
that's the thing. Oh, go ahead. Go.
She like saw a video on Facebook or something.
God
that
damn it.
Said that it's hurting your brain or whatever, and that's what fueled that.
Fucking
Misinformation,
5G.
people.
Luckily, we've We've gotten past that. Like, it's not that much of a hassle anymore to get their temps, but it's just why you just see some random douche on Facebook. It was bad for your brain. And they're like, oh, well, that must be true.
Right.
Because he's on the internet.
I don't know where we lost common knowledge. Like, I just feel like some of this stuff is like
1972.
just common knowledge. You just know this, like that infrared is a thing that's everywhere.
Yeah, it's not that common. People don't even know what infrared is.
Right.
I know.
Did you go to school at all? Like, we learned this. We did. There was the thing, it was called science.
The problem is, right, and I will make this so much better for anyone who might be watching this and might be a little bit concerned about this. Okay, there are light, right, and there's a very small spectrum.
There are light.
I like that.
There are light.
There are light.
It's a very small spectrum that we can actually see, right?
Light.
There is ultraviolet light that goes below that. I guess I should be doing it this way.
Yeah,
that goes below.
Like, okay.
Our vision, and there's infrared light that goes beyond in the upper direction. Yes, it's all radiation, but like blue light normal is all radiation. So infrared is just a little bit beyond what we can see, but like animals can see it. Right? They're just like, oh yeah, I can see infrared. It's totally fine. It's just another form of light.
It's totally fine.
It's normal seeing vision for people who don't have our specific eyes. So it's not like a type of like X-ray radiation where it's like actually knocking things out of your shit,
Knocking things out of your shit. That was a good explanation.
Yes.
I mean, it's the same perception as
that.
like sound, right? Like you get to a point where it's too high of a pitch that you can't hear it, and it's too low of a pitch that you can't hear it.
Yep.
Same thing.
That means danger.
It's still just sound.
Yeah.
If I can't hear it, it's giving me brain cancers.
Exactly. Because
if it gets too high, it'll make your brain explode, and if it goes too low, note, that's the brown note.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Right.
a poopy boy.
Yeah. We've tested that too.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't work.
Does not at all.
Mythbusters tried that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because your vision or your hearing stops at 20 hertz, and then they did 19 and 18 and 17 and 16 all the way down to 0.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, Aaron, don't you know why they call it hertz? Because if you turn it up a bunch, it hurts more.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm a fan.
Anyway, people are stupid. I'm tired of it.
Nobody knows science anymore.
I mean, just basic science, like the shit that we learned in 6th grade science class. This was there.
And I don't know how much of it is their fault.
Yeah.
It's
as
no.
Like, there's so much shit out there now.
I blame.
They don't know what to believe.
I blame Facebook.
Yeah, well, all the social medias.
I believe the internet.
Yeah.
all of it.
I mean, there's a lot more information on YouTube, for instance, with a lot more people who know what the fuck they're talking
But
about.
there's also that's because you're looking for that stuff.
True.
Because a lot of
Confirmation
people,
bias.
the shit
I
the shit I see that is just like, how do you believe this? People are linking YouTube videos. Well, look, it's explained right here, and it's just some crazy pants that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about on YouTube.
Yep.
So it's all out there.
I can't
it's just
wait.
we know not to look for.
I
that
can't
bullshit.
wait.
I want
until people start linking to our podcast for science facts.
Oh,
Like
it's gonna
they're
be
like,
great.
oh yeah,
Terrible.
Bernie Sanders is a lizard person, so they link it to the episode where
Right.
Nancy Pelosi and Bernie Sanders are impregnating people.
They're gonna be like, look, there are light, and then they're gonna link this episode.
There are light.
There are light.
I just want.
That's a shirt.
Yep,
There are light.
There are light.
I just. You know what I want? I want a. It looks like a hemp bag, a big old hemp bag. It just says pseudoscience on there,
Oh,
and,
wow.
and I just want every single time we start talking about shit, I'm like, here, let me just get this bag of pseudoscience right here.
I don't even think people know what pseudoscience is.
No, I don't think they.
Because I've used that
Well,
word in
if you
arguments
learn
before.
about prefixes at all, pseudo means false.
Yeah, but they don't even know science. So
They're like, what does science mean?
what is the science?
Does that get in the way of God?
Oh, it sure do.
Well, then it cracks me up when you finally can explain it to them, and they look at you and they're like, "Who are you that is so wise in the way of science?"
Oh God. You know,
boy.
it's sad too, because sometimes you'll get through that whole explanation, they'll understand it, and then they'll be like, but how can you just, things and it can't just be true,
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
They don't want we've talked about this before. They don't want there to be an explanation. It's better in their mind that things are just fantastical and magical, right, and we don't know why they're happening.
Yeah.
But we know things.
Yeah.
Certain things we know. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to know those things.
I mean, most things we don't, but most things we don't care about either.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of the things that we care about, we kind of know about. Light, we know how that works. We're pretty good at that one.
We know that there are light.
We know how there are light.
There definitely are light.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's just funny. Yeah. And when I've used pseudoscience before, I've said, like, all you're referencing is pseudoscience. None of it's real. And what's up? See, you don't even know what pseudoscience is, but it's the basis of your fucking argument.
My favorite is when I do the exact opposite. And, like, I'll go up to people and they'll ask me, like, a medical question. And I'll just start rambling off shit that makes no sense.
So you're the pseudoscientific asshole.
You're the misinformation boy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm the misinformation boy, and then they start to believe me. Okay, like,
oh boy.
So he's starting all this shit, and it's getting perpetuated from other dumb people who believe him.
Yeah,
and then their stupidity pushes it into the environment, and then making everybody stupider. So in effect, I can blame everyone's stupidity on you, Travis.
On
your
me.
fault.
That's pseudoscience. Aaron just demonstrated.
That's pseudoscience.
Aaron just came up with a plausible theory and made it sound good, and now it's real. It's fact.
Yep.
That's pseudoscience.
Oh my god.
But no, like somebody was asking me how to use what they call a glycerin swab, and that's just something you put in somebody's mouth when they can't drink water or something like that, to make it so that their mouth's not dry.
Yeah.
Right. And my favorite was they're like, okay, how do you use this? And I was like, all right, so and we keep them in the fridge. And I was like, all right, so what you do, right, is you take this and you actually they're looking at me. And
anytime
like, you put it up.
Travis says, what you do is it's a bad conversation.
You gotta stop listening at that point.
I'm like, what you do is you got to put it up their nose, and that way it will stay in there, and as it melts, because it was in the freezer, but glycerin's not gonna freeze. But as it melts, it will drain down their throat and make their mouth feel less dry.
Oh wow!
And this person's looking at me like there's a little bit of doubt there, but they believe it.
Yeah, sounds good.
What I'm saying. They're like, yeah.
I've heard that.
And
I've heard that.
I almost let them go do it. Just to see if
now
they would.
to be clear, you were explaining this to a CNA, someone who's gone to fucking college to be a medical professional.
Who was it? What was it? Not the person.
No.
Not the person. No, what was it, though? You can't even say what it was.
Okay, well, this was a registered nurse.
No shit.
No, I don't believe you anymore. No
fucking
that had
shit.
just graduated.
Don't care.
That doesn't matter.
No, that's worse. The knowledge should be fresh.
Right?
Well, I mean, if you've never done it before, right?
I know nothing.
If me and Cody both immediately recognize that is fucking wrong,
I would be like, bullshit, right off the bat. I'd be like, there's no way that's a thing.
Well, I don't know why they think it's a good idea to stick anybody that's learning with me.
I agree with that.
That's a bad idea.
The only thing,
terrible
the
idea.
only question I have for you,
have them doing some shit.
The only question I have for you is: are you ever concerned that something stupid that you say is going to get someone killed?
Yeah.
No, because I would never say something that was intentionally really harmful, and on top of that, I would never allow the stupid shit that I say to actually be carried out. Like if it ever got to the point where somebody was say, for instance, going to go insert this glycerin thing up somebody's nose, I would stop it before that ever happened.
I can't
it would make me tee-hee really hard. But
that's fucking awful.
I I don't ever say anything harmful. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like, okay, I have, let's say, heparin. It's a blood thinner, and they're like, this is a 5,000 unit vial. And I'm like, oh, well, what you do is go insert that directly into their PICC line and push it as fast as you can.
God damn.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. Like, I would never, that's not funny, that's not a joke, but
Right.
only harmless things like, oh, I stuck a glycerin swab up somebody's nose. Like, okay, that's relatively harmless.
Right.
Like,
Uh,
yeah.
I feel like that's just that's all on Travis, because in that environment you're supposed to be like
trusted.
it's complete trust there. This guy's not supposed to
Oh,
screw with
100%.
me. And then you know they don't have the benefit of knowing Travis. Because me or you, if they were like, all right, Travis is going to teach you some things, I'd be like, I don't believe anything he says. Nothing. None of it. You're going to have to give me a
The
new
problem
teacher.
is if he starts a sentence with 4 words, what you do
See,
is...
what you do is, anything he says, I don't care how he starts it. I'm gonna be like, give me a new teacher, because Travis is not the right one.
That's another shirt. Is what you do is
What you do is,
And it's got Travis's face on there like...
yeah. That's so. God, you're such a bad person.
well, and I feel bad because like I do shit like that. Like it's purely for my entertainment.
Of
yeah,
course.
no, we got that.
I mean, if,
And I think
if you
I'm
record it, it'd
probably
be for
the only
everyone's
person that
entertainment.
finds it funny.
Of course you are. It is funny though.
But God,
It is
it
funny.
is entertaining.
Oh boy, you are part of the problem though.
Definitely.
I am. Yes. 100%. Because I will explain some shit.
Well, that's the problem.
make
I
it
think we
sound
talked
good.
about that before. If you get somebody that has a little bit of understanding, as we all do have enough understanding of things,
Yep.
we can shape that to make you believe things.
Yep.
Just using a little bit here or there, we can make you believe anything we want to.
Yeah, like the concept of a
If you're dumb
moon burn.
Of a what?
Moon
I
burn.
remember that.
I
Moonbird, yeah.
Is this a thing?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, no.
It's a
but
bad thing. You don't want a moonbird.
I've never heard of an injury of this type.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
I convinced my wife that if she went out on a full moon, that she could get a moon burn if she didn't wear sunscreen. And how you do it though, right? And you can try this on your friends. Try this at home, kids.
Try this at home.
You take a slab of real science and then you just
Exactly.
you color it in a fake light, right? So
Exactly.
obviously you're like, oh, you know the moon, right? Remember that thing?
You know how there's a moon?
Everybody knows. Do you know that moon that's up there?
And it's like, okay, so
Sometimes.
do you know why we can see the moon? And it's like, okay, no. It's because it's reflecting the light from the
eyes.
sun, right? So it's actually projecting light from the sun and you can get a sunburn, right? Now it takes longer, but you can get a moonburn because it's reflecting the sun's light.
Moonburn. That's my favorite.
And again,
thing
though, that's a
ever.
situation where
Moonbird.
she just trusts your opinion on things.
Yeah.
See, I have the opposite
Well,
problem.
she knows you're a man who is wise in the ways of science. You know?
I've read a book or two.
I have the opposite problem with my Jess, because
She doesn't believe
no,
anything.
everything I say, she thinks I'm just fucking with her, because I usually am. But so, like, I'll say real shit, and she'll be like, no, you're fucking with me. And I have to jump through hoops to prove things now. And that's my own fault.
Right.
I'm the boy who cried wolf, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so now she just doesn't believe shit. But, man, Moonburn killed me.
Moonburn was a pretty good one.
is pretty good.
It's so fucking funny.
Moonburn is funny.
Oh, boy. We're bad people.
You know,
Is this the science adjacent cast?
right.
It usually is. We talk about, like, the same things a lot.
Right.
Because it's what we like.
Well, you know, it's the old man cast, essentially, because we just talk about the past.
Hey,
you know, like,
remember fucking 10 episodes ago?
remember when we did? Oh, yeah. Now we're getting to that point where we've had enough episodes so we're like, oh, remember that episode?
Shit, yeah.
That was a good episode.
You remember? I remember.
I remember.
I remember.
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez. So,
That's the end of the
That's
casting.
it. I'm
Right,
done.
we're done.
I'm spent. See, but Moonburn.
We don't got anything to remember.
So Moonburn to me seems a little bit more believable than some of the shit that's out there.
That's true.
Like
That's
the
actually
aliens
pretty.
built the
Like
pyramids.
it's a fair explanation, right?
Yeah, it's more believable than aliens built the pyramids. It's like that shit just makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but they found pictures of helicopters in there, right?
Yeah, because nobody could be creative back then.
Right. Yeah. Of course not.
I love how like Stephen King writes this crazy ass novel nowadays, and we all know it's not real. But back then they're like, oh, there was a picture of a thing that might have been a spaceship. That means aliens were there. Like nobody could have creative license.
How could they have ever thought of that?
Yeah, they had stupid primitive boy brains. Like, oh wow. So how's everybody's life?
Good.
COVID-y.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, your life is kind of
whole lot of that.
COVID-y.
You know, and like that's the thing
COVID-y.
is like still take it serious, everybody. But good lord, am I tired of it?
Oh well, yeah.
Like obviously, I'm not downplaying it at all because it's still
Well, no, it's a
something we
real
need to take
thing.
serious,
It's
but,
a real thing.
but holy fuck me, I'm done with that.
Well, I
Want to
mean,
ever hear
you're a nurse.
the word
so
COVID
you gotta
ever
deal
again.
with it, buddy.
it's a stupid thing. Stupid thing. I hate it. All of it.
Wow, strong feelings about COVID.
Right. I mean, no one's like, yay, COVID, you know.
I guess that's true.
You know what's the worst thing I think that I've heard so far with COVID, like related to COVID,
Oh god, here we go. What is it?
is people around here. I think it's Idaho,
Right.
so they've taken to calling it the China virus.
Yeah.
Of course they have.
Well, you know, the president is still
I'm
calling
like-
it that, so
Yeah, why though?
I don't know. I don't understand
Like,
it.
Like when you come up to me and say, "Oh, hey, you heard about that China virus?" I'm just immediately like, "You're a dumb person,"
Mm-hmm.
A dumb
and
person.
I'm not listening anymore.
Dummy Dummerson. Yeah, I don't
Because
get that.
even if it was something that China did on purpose and was this huge conspiracy, you're racist like that. I don't like
China
that.
virus. It's great.
China virus.
I thought we kind of like
it just
stopped doing that.
Trump still says it.
No, apparently
There was
not.
I think,
Apparently
tweet
not.
like yesterday that he called it the China virus, I think.
That's unfortunate.
China virus.
Okay, so moving on. Should we move on from China?
I don't care.
Viruses.
Don't call it the China virus around me. I hate that. Stupid. It's a virus.
Wow. Yeah, we get it, Travis.
China.
Oh, boy.
China.
China.
I don't know.
China. It just gets worse the more it's said.
It's always. It's always.
China.
China.
This is what
bad.
it's devolved into.
I love
So
our
bad.
podcast so much.
So
Oh,
bad.
Cody had a random visitor that was like, "Hey, we like the podcast." That's pretty cool.
Oh, I did.
What?
I did do that. I texted you.
Oh,
in the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know his name, but hi, sir.
Hey. Oh, crap.
How did I want to know how he found out about? The
I
podcast.
guess he knows you a little bit from school, I guess.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he knew you, but didn't like know you, I guess.
Oh,
But I don't know. I don't remember things very well.
I'm afraid now.
But he said he never knew me or Aaron. But I guess he found out that you had a channel and he started watching your channel. So he was watching your gaming videos a while ago, and then he started watching the podcast.
So he didn't know you at all? And
No.
then he just saw you at
He came through the drive-thru.
and he's like, hey, I know you from a podcast.
Yeah, I opened the window. He's like, I watch your podcast. I was like, okay. Like, I was very confused.
Right?
I mean, people. You just got doxxed, bro. I don't know.
You got what? I didn't hear that.
Got doxxed.
Doxed?
I'm not getting it.
It,
What does that mean?
That's when people find out where you are
I
from the internet.
Didn't what? I'm confused.
I don't think they were trying to track him down, bud.
Oh.
No, it's just funny that like he ended up
so.
like realizing who you were from our podcast.
Well, I mean, we've mentioned many times we live in Pahrump.
That
I
you
work at Carl's
that you work
Jr.
at Carl's.
And my name's Cody.
Right.
I wear a name tag
I'm
at work.
curious who it is now.
So it's not that hard.
Have a big old name tag on you.
And my face is the same. So
Right.
I don't change my face for work.
That's good.
I might start, though. The
Right.
fame is starting to get to me.
I
man.
know, right?
Woo.
Starting to get recognized all over
We're
the
also
place.
famous.
Yeah, it's too much.
We are-
You guys aren't famous. I am.
Oh,
You didn't get recognized.
it's true.
I did.
It's true.
That is crazy that you did get
It's
recognized
real weird.
from the
It was
internet.
real weird. I didn't even know like how to react. I was like, cool. That's cool. So, dude that recognized me, yeah, sorry, I was a weirdo.
He's always a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. It was cool though.
Yeah, you just found him in his natural environment.
Yeah, I was
Found a wild Cody.
oh boy. That was a noise.
That was me.
What happened?
Vibration.
Vibration.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that you guys are about to break off from California.
Oh, through the
That's also science.
is that happening again?
yeah,
Cool.
San Andreas Fault
That's still happening.
breaking off. It's totally how it works. Plate
Well,
tectonics.
I mean, I saw the movie.
It's not a thing,
I saw the movie.
right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, The Rock was in it. It can't be a lie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you smell what he was cooking?
I've been smelling what The Rock was cooking since like 98.
It's very, very garlicky.
I want to know when he's going to be done cooking.
Never. That boy don't stop cooking.
Yeah, look at him.
Have you seen him?
He does nothing but eat.
He's constantly in the kitchen.
Yeah, that would be irritating to be that big because you just have to like eat a sandwich everywhere.
I actually agree with that. Like the amount that he has to eat. I've seen his, although I would love to have those cheat meals because his cheat meals
Oh,
are
I know.
ridiculous.
My God.
His cheat meals are dumb.
It's just like a plate stacked high of brownies with ice cream and
I don't even think I could do it
Dude,
anymore.
his cheat meals are
Oh, I
insane.
could.
Like, how do you get that all in?
oh, you just keep shoveling.
You just keep going.
I could do it. Oh boy.
you just don't stop.
I want to do it so bad, but I'm not 6'5" and 300 pounds of muscle.
Ugh.
If I was, I would eat all the ice cream that ever existed.
I've been really good on my diet recently. Been like
Boo.
really been like pushing it.
We're anti-diet on this podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
No, go
that's,
ahead.
that's not allowed.
So,
But,
Aaron,
are
you're
you still
fired.
doing the like really low carb shit?
Yes.
You're dumb.
And I'm very happy about it. I've been eating a lot and a lot of pretty low carbs.
How are you feeling?
I thought you were trying to gain weight.
pretty good.
How do you gain weight with no carbs?
Well, he changed, right? Because
Oh, he's not
you
trying
were
to.
gaining weight, but then the pandemic kind of ate our faces, and gyms closed, and you
Yep.
weren't getting to work out as much.
Yeah.
So you wanted to cut some weight because you weren't building.
Exactly.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at me.
I don't have the actual weights to go
Right.
out there and push really hard, so I have to cut, or else I'm just gonna get flabby and not do anything with it.
That's what I did. I got flabby.
Yeah, but
was fun.
you got your fucking log, which I'm still very jealous of.
Yeah, we got to get that over here.
Yes.
Get you to use it.
Hell yeah. I'm actually Jess is pretty interested too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll bring it over sometime.
Yeah. I'm very excited about
And
that.
I have a handful of weights.
Nice.
I got 2 10s and 4 2.5s. That's all they had.
Right.
So,
But they're Olympic weights, right?
yeah, they fit
Cody's
the bar.
like, give me 4 of those and 2 of these.
Yeah.
That's all they had. I just
Right.
took what they had on the fucking rack.
There is literally a national weight shortage going on right
Yeah,
now.
there's a national fucking everything shortage.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough sadness. How's your sad diet going?
But it's going pretty well. You know, I'm still seeing some size gains that I'm pretty happy with.
Nice.
But
All in the penis?
all in the penis.
Oh.
No length though.
Nope.
All
Just
width.
I was
girth.
gonna say mostly in his left eyebrow is where I've really.
I have noticed, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a nice eyebrow.
it's a good eyebrow.
It is. It's good.
It's trying to creep like into the
left
middle. You know,
It's too much. You gotta
Right.
cut it out.
Yeah, I just get a little tweeze it a little
fuck.
bit. But yeah, I've dropped. The only downside is that I've dropped 10 pounds.
I mean, you're gonna if you're gonna go low carb.
Yeah, but
I mean, if
I'm
you're
trying
low
to
carb, you're gonna lose a lot.
trying to eat a lot, but
It doesn't matter. You go
yeah.
low carb like that, you're gonna.
Yeah,
You're gonna lose weight. That's
Yeah.
just how I do.
I tried to go low carb once, and it was fucking awful.
He's like, for like 5 minutes, I was low
It is.
carb.
You feel gross.
I did it for like a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel so tired and shitty and weak.
The thing is it's not like super low carb.
It made
it's
me believe in aliens building the pyramids.
Oh
and I was
God,
like,
you were
no.
bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Huh.
Carb deficient.
Speaking of shortages on things, have y'all tried to buy a laptop lately?
Hey, y'all try. My dad did.
I've noticed because at pawn shop I have a couple of laptops and they sell like fucking crazy.
Yeah, my dad tried to buy one and he couldn't get what he wanted.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so I went out and I had to get a laptop for school.
I could have got you a laptop.
So it was kind of a last minute thing.
I could have gotten you a laptop, buddy.
Yeah, no, yeah, but
A
you got
better
to
one.
The story. Okay, I needed it the next day.
I could have overnighted it to you.
Next day.
It wouldn't have gotten there overnight.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if
I'll
you
drive
do
it to you.
overnight or not. I'll drive it to you.
Anything for
I'm getting on
sale.
a plane.
I'll just go outside and throw it to you
That makes sense.
because I'm so beefy
Aaron's
now.
like, I've done low carb.
I'm so strong.
But so I went to both the Walmarts here. I went to Best Buy.
You have two Walmarts?
I went to
All the
Target.
Walmarts
You have two Walmarts?
and a Target
I had
And
to.
a Target?
and a mall.
And nothing, dude. Like the cheapest things that I could find were at Best Buy,
You have a Best Buy?
and they were roughly $1,000 to $1,500.
Damn.
That's Spence.
And
for the
they
cheapest.
were
they-
for like i3s
What?
with like 8 gigs of RAM.
Dude,
oh yeah, they're gouging.
That's
They're gouging.
fucking stupid.
They got their shovel and they were like gouge. But
Do you gouge on
Damn.
a shovel?
so I finally went back to Walmart.
Depends on the size of the gougey.
Do you guys have anything? Do you guys have anything? And they're like, well, let me look. And so they busted out this champion from the back room. And it is a bright pink HP.
It's nice.
And as the guy was walking out with it, he was like, do 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 da, da, do 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 do
Yeah.
do do do
Oh
do
my God.
do 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 do.
It has an i5, actually.
Yes.
I'm pretty impressed with the little processor.
Yeah,
But it has a whopping 4 gigs of RAM.
rough.
And it has integrated graphics card.
Integrated.
Get in there.
You
But I was like,
expect that
do I
from a laptop,
spend
though.
$900 on this giant piece of shit that's not even remotely worth it?
Wait,
or do
how
I
many
spend
hundred?
$200?
All of the
Huh?
How many hundreds?
900s.
Oh, $900 for the Best Buy ones.
Oh,
or do I
okay.
spend $200 on this little pink laptop that I'm never going to use again after school?
Yeah, I would have went that way too.
Yeah, I bought the little.
That's a smart move.
So I have
That's
a
the
little pink
move.
laptop.
You deal with the piece of shit.
Well, like-
you save a lot of money.
Yeah, I just was like, I'm an electronics snob, but I'm so snobby that even the higher end one for that much more money was just, it's not worth it.
No.
No.
Like, not even remotely.
Yeah, my dad went through the
So-
same thing. He tried to, because his Alienware laptop, because my dad's pro gamer apparently, it blew up,
MLG.
and
Damn.
he had to get it. I guess he's getting it like repaired, but
Oh.
he was trying to just replace it, but they didn't have anything up to his standards, so he got like a shitty little HP one. And he got it home. He's like, "This thing's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I'm not using this." Apparently, he's pro gamer status, snobby when it comes to his laptop.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool. He was like 61.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, legitimately, though, the little HP I got, I don't think it could run Minecraft or World of Warcraft, even if I really wanted it to.
I bet you it could run Minecraft.
I really don't think so. Not with the integrated graphics card. Just ain't happening.
I think it could. I think it
Like,
could.
it doesn't even give me oh, this is a NVIDIA something integrated.
No, yeah.
It just says integrated graphics.
Yeah, it's the one that they build into the motherboard. I gotcha.
Yeah. I don't think it could.
I think.
honestly don't.
What do you want? Do you want to take some bets? You want to take some bets?
4 gigs of RAM, man. Okay, what's the minimum specs on
Well, you got to bet first.
Minecraft?
If I remember correctly, back in the day, it was 512 gigs of or 512 megs of RAM, and you needed like a Celeron processor.
Say
So,
celery.
and actually, I lied. Mine's not an i5. Mine's an Intel Celeron. You're right. But I'm looking at the Java version, because I think that one's
Java.
a little bit
Java.
less demanding.
Yes.
So, for the core, you have to have an i3
Okay.
at minimum,
Mhm.
or a AMD 80 or A8 7600. So that automatically puts mine out because it does not put out 3.2 gigahertz at all. And this is the minimum requirement.
That's for a single core though, or is it a dual core? Is it asking for a dual core?
No, mine's a single core.
Yours is a.
Mine's a.
You spent $200 on a single core processor. A single core processor.
Listen, bud. Listen. 4 gigs of RAM.
So you could do that.
The minimum required, so I'm good there. Intel Graphics 4000 Ivy Bridge or AMD Radeon R5. I really don't know what the Intel Graphics 4000 or an Ivy Bridge is.
The Intel Graphics 4000, like the integrated Intel graphics. So if you have an Intel board, then it's like the generic one. So you might be able to rock that one too.
And it says as far as like a add-on, a discrete GPU, like so not integrated, you need at least a 400 series.
Sorry, I wasn't
then
listening.
hard disk drive, you have to have at least 1 gigabyte for the game, which I cannot do because my hard drive on that computer is 63 gigs.
Oh yeah, it's like a stream book basically.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Then Windows 7 and up, and Mac, internet connectivity, etc., etc. Yep.
Mac. Huh.
Yeah, so this bad boy cannot run Minecraft.
Oh, boy.
I think we should try anyway.
You're like, we can anyways.
I think you should.
Fuck rules.
You should try it. I think.
Fuck all the reasons.
I think you should try it. I think you should try it.
I have anxiety now.
No, it was kind of
sad.
interesting to have a Windows account on 2 separate computers. That was kind of cool because, like, as soon as I logged into my Windows account, it updated everything and put it all like my settings on there.
Because
So
you
that was
fancy boy.
Oh, that is kind of fun. I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah, it even put my my background on.
Oh.
Look at that.
Shit.
That's pretty darn.
Yeah, I was like, that's neat.
Sweet titties.
Pretty darn sweet.
That
titties.
is. It's pretty darn sweet titties, man. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what. God. So,
Bacon?
Bacon. Kevin.
I love Kevin Bacon.
She was taken by Kevin Bacon.
Did you have a thing you're going to say? Because I had a thought.
So.
If you don't.
You think first.
This is something, again, we've kind of talked about in the past, but I was just thinking about it because the new games have been releasing, the new yearly titles. You guys don't really play those, but I do, like the sports games that come out every year.
It's a money hole. Yep.
I mean, I guess.
Money hole.
They could just give you updated rosters. That'd be nice, and you pay like $20 instead of buying a whole new game,
Right.
but I understand.
Money hole.
Anyways, there's a lot of shit going around that, like,
Money hole.
oh, Madden 21's the worst. This is terrible. Oh, NBA, this is awful. Oh, WWE, this game's terrible. They need to go back to the way they make games in 08. I'm wondering how much of that is just we were kids
Nostalgia.
and we remember it being fucking awesome because we were kids.
Yep.
And we really enjoyed it, and we also had lower standards
Way
than we
lower.
do now. I don't understand. I don't fall into the group of most people, it seems, that are like in love with nostalgia. Like,
Okay, dude.
good.
I have a good example.
Good. I want it. Put it in my face. Put your
Sample our
example in my
faces
face.
off.
So World of Warcraft
Wow.
came out with classic.
I like that.
they
That was like a
reopened-
double meaning. I like it.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I'm
They,
talking about.
they opened up. I don't know.
It's okay. Go ahead, Travis.
Go for it. You're fine.
No, we love you. Go ahead.
But I don't know why, but lately when I'm talking, you guys like it deafens you a little bit.
Well, that's because your internet's racist.
Racist?
Yeah. We're white.
Does my internet also believe
We're
in
going
China
that direction
versus-
now.
Yeah. Well, he's, you know,
And we're
Italian.
canceled.
And we're canceled.
And we had a good
no.
run.
Freaking World
I'm
of Warcraft
Native American,
recently came
sir.
out with classic
I'm
series, right?
sorry.
I can't even hear you guys. I'm like, are they actually adding intelligent things to the conversation?
No, definitely
I don't
not.
know.
Never are. Just keep talking. It's okay. Oh, go ahead.
But
Sorry. Oh God.
So what was this?
Something about WoW and nostalgia.
Oh yeah, okay. So they added the classic servers back on.
Oh,
You can play classic World of Warcraft how it was when it released.
That was a
right?
big deal when it came out.
Yeah,
Everybody
it was.
talking
It
about
was all over.
Well, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is going to cancel the current World of Warcraft. We're finally getting our game back." Everybody was so hyped about it, and I was excited to try it again because I didn't play too much of Classic. I played in Burning Crusades, and then I quit when Wrath of the Lich King came out.
Yeah, me too.
That was a long time ago now. Dang.
That was a long time ago. But so it came out and people started grinding away at it and they're having a good time. But it's funny because I have a lot of friends who were raiding and playing the game like religiously, and they're like, dude, compared to retail with all the quality of life stuff and just like how streamlined and nice everything is, this game sucks. Like, some people are still enjoying it because, like, they just genuinely enjoy it, but a lot of people
Nostalgia.
are like, okay, done with that.
Yep. Yeah.
And like I think that we remember things how they were and be like, oh, that's awesome. And it was awesome for that time, but that's all we had.
Yeah, all of our opinions are based on the relationship of the other things that were around at that time.
Yeah.
It was probably way better than what was going on around that time, but in comparison to today, it's nothing.
Well, and since, Travis had to bring it to WoW because he's Travis, I have to bring it to wrestling because I'm me. The same thing happens in wrestling today. Everything that WWE puts out now is shit, according to the wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And everything was great in the Attitude Era. Mae Young, an old woman in the Attitude Era, got pregnant and gave birth to a hand. That happened in the Attitude Era. But nobody talks about that.
Of course not.
It was garbage. Also,
No, she gave birth to
a hand, Travis. A hand.
Whose hand was it?
Nobody's hand. It was just a hand.
Did she give birth on stage?
It was like a pre-tape video thing. It was horrible. They just dropped it after that.
Why was she pregnant?
I don't remember. I think Mark Henry got her pregnant.
So it's Mark Henry's hand.
Yeah, but it was a white hand, I think. I think it was a white hand. But, and then I think...
It's the world's strongest hand.
The world's strongest hand. And I think, I could be remembering this wrong, but I think it was Triple H simulated sex with a corpse. That happened in the Attitude Era.
Wow.
What?
Because he was feuding with a guy and the guy's girlfriend died, so he went to the funeral and had sex with a corpse, as you do.
As you do.
That happened in the Attitude Era. There was a lot of horrible, horrible, bad, horrible stuff.
And so now we have definitive proof for cancel WWE.
But what also happened in the Attitude Era was Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold and The Rock. And that's what you remember. The badass shit. It wasn't all good back then, and it's not all good now, but it's also not all horrible now.
Yeah.
And it's that with WoW, apparently. It's that with wrestling, and it's that with video games big right now. Everybody's like, oh, this sucks. They need to make it like they used to. Go back and play that fucking game right now. There's like 20 people to select from. It sucks. All the motions look stupid, and the game's not fun. So I think we're just too stuck in nostalgia.
I think people remember how it was, and they didn't have anything to compare it.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that. We all, and me and Aaron are maybe a little guilty of it. We love Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
But I go back
Both
and
of you
I've played
did
it.
seem underwhelmed by that actual game when it came out, though.
Oh, the remake?
Oh, well, yeah, it was garbage. But that's, again, me comparing it to what the real one was.
Mm.
I don't think Aaron
the
thought
real
it was
one was at the
garbage,
time.
He
No,
was just like, eh.
No, he does.
I mean,
I speak for Aaron. He does.
I did enjoy it. I was just confused.
You enjoyed it a lot more than I did.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like angry playing it. I'm like, this fucking stupid fucking game. Fuck the stupid game. I'm going to finish it, but fuck this
Yeah. And I was sitting there, I want to like this. I want to like this. I want to like
You're
this.
good at that, though. You can make
You are
yourself
really good.
like
If you
shit.
pick something and you're like, I'm going to like this, you usually do.
And I wish I could do that.
That's why I like you guys.
Yeah, you have to try real hard.
I'm glad.
You have to try so hard to like us.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like
It can
he's
be
played
work.
Fall Guys with us. He's like, I'm gonna like you guys.
I like
I'm
you.
Gonna
I
like.
like them. I like them.
He hears how we eat. We're talking about French fries and burgers.
Yeah.
So he's like, I like them. I
Oh
like
yeah.
them.
I'm like, hey, I had a delicious Snickers bar. He's like, I like him. I like him. Doesn't want to rip my head off anymore.
Me and Alicia wanted to make a shirt and send it to you that just says, it's just a Snickers.
It's just a Snickers.
Sometimes a Snickers is just a Snickers. It's
just a Snickers.
yeah. I wish I could do that, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't change the way I feel about things. And I get so... This is going to surprise you. I get so angry about certain things,
what?
dude.
You?
And I don't want to because they're stupid. They're stupid. And then I get mad that I'm mad about stupid things.
Yeah. See, I think there's a direction there where you've been approached. It's like Pokemon, right? right. You've
Put
been
it in a way that we can all understand.
You've been approached by a Pokemon, right? And you have two ways. It's like a wild thing has appeared, right?
Right.
It's like you can go two directions. You can either be sad about it, or you can be angry about it, and your choice is always angry.
Always.
And mine's most of the time it's sad, like because like you get to the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm like,
Sad.
why are they doing this?
Yeah.
What's going on here? What? Why? This is not what we signed up for. This is not what you told us it was going to be.
And then you cut to me and I'm breaking my PlayStation
Yeah.
in half.
Ripping a TV, smashing it over his
And
head.
he's like, no.
I'm eating the disc.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, I was fucking pissed for that one and for Kingdom Hearts 3. Although no game has ever made me more mad than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 was such a letdown.
That was the most mad I think I've ever been in my life. And I'm a mad
I was
boy.
so excited. We waited years for that game.
We did.
Right.
That's going to be...
But we also waited years for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, but the thing is the first half of that game was good. The first half of that game was true to the game. The gameplay was fun. You can say that. It's okay. But once it started to deviate, like, wait, what is it doing? No.
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
I want this game to be good. Don't do this to me.
I guess you're right. It was good. I was never really in love with it.
No, I wouldn't say in love, but I mean, like, it was enjoyable and it was kind of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then
with you
it
on
decided that it was like, hey, you thought you were getting a remake? Nah, brah.
We're changing everything.
We're putting it in an alternate universe where things didn't happen.
Remember that thing it's like integral to the whole fucking story? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's alive.
Yeah. Spoilers, but you know.
Hey, fuck it. It came out forever ago. If you didn't play it, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
At this point, I don't care.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And they just had to push Sephiroth.
It's so, yeah. We've talked about this too much.
Yeah,
but,
too much.
Just the nostalgia point. I'm glad you guys kind of agree with me on that. Because I was just thinking about the other day because I was on Twitter, which I need to get rid of Twitter. But so many people were just bashing Madden. And I have my complaints with Madden. Trust me. But I've played every Madden. This is the best one.
Oh, yeah?
It's every year to me, it's the best one. Because they do make improvements.
Do you feel you might be a little fanboy, though?
No, because if there was any other football game license, I'd play that one too. I just like football. It's not that it's just Madden. Madden is
He's a football fanboy.
yeah,
That's what
football
it is.
fanboy.
Okay.
So I like that I get to play football, and
Right.
it's the closest thing. Some people don't like that it's simulation football, and it's not like arcadey fun where the ball's on fire and people are getting flipped and power bombed.
Well, they can do that.
I like
That's
Blitz.
what Travis likes,
That's a
Blitz.
fun
Yeah,
game.
Blizz.
But I like simulation things. That's why I also like the WWE
Like
games.
Flight Simulator.
when you're done with
Big
the
fan.
whole
Farming simulator.
play and everything, and you just beat the shit out of each other. That's great.
Yeah, he loves that. I don't because they don't do that on Sundays in the NFL. So, but it's
They
just
should, maybe.
like this year, for instance, there is problems. I play the game and I yell about dumb things. Mm-hmm. But the one big thing they fixed, which you guys don't care, but who cares, is they fixed the blocking. Last year's game, the blocking was dumb. The
Stiff.
lineman would just stand there and the guy would run around them and sack you or whatever.
Nice.
This year, the blocking is almost too good. Like, man, those boys block.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that. They fixed it. now they can work on other things.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't sacking no QB today.
You can if you have a good pass rusher, but man, last year, oh my God. I threw so many fits about the stupid lineman just stand there and everybody runs past him.
We got you, bro.
Huh, we're going to get this guy that's not here. Fucking assholes. Stupid little virtual
They're like
bitches.
guarding over this way. Like, we got him.
That's exactly what they would do. Or they would like run into your own guy. They'd like turn around and run into your
They'd start
quarterback.
blocking
Nice.
the other blockers. Like,
Yeah, that happened a lot too.
Block the
but-
blockers. It's a movement.
I don't know why, but that tickled me. I like that.
And on that note,
Hashtag block the blockers.
Hold on, though.
we appreciate
Hold-
you guys sitting through all
No,
this stuff.
no.
I know he's going to say something stupid that I'm not going to let him happen.
giving him the benefit
but
of the
it's
doubt.
definitely... Look at his face.
No,
look
no,
at his fucking face.
no.
Look at his fucking face. Look at... No! Don't try to pull it back. I know exactly what you're
gotta
doing.
add
Fuck
one
you.
more thing.
Don't. No, you don't.
Should we give him a bit
I do.
of a leash here?
No, I guarantee you it's
Give him-
bullshit.
give him
And
a
if
bit.
it's
we
not
never
bullshit
trust him
now, if it's not bullshit
It was
now,
gonna be.
it was gonna be
I
bullshit.
agree with you. But if it's bullshit,
You can see it on his face.
we never trust him again.
He always touches that goddamn beard of his. Look at that face.
Look at how red his cheeks are.
No,
from smiling.
what?
Such a happy boy right now.
Listen.
Go ahead.
The thing
was
This is
is,
your
Bernie.
one chance.
About
what you do
what he
is,
thought about. I was talking to Bernie about AI in video games. And he told
You're
me,
done.
He told me that the AI for
Close
Madden
the
was
show.
just-
Yep. So you guys have an awesome day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. We will see you in the next one. Of course, like this video if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you can.
Block the blockers.
And
Block
don't
the
upload it on
blockers.
Apple because it's not there.
Yeah, and
It's still
rate
not-
5
I'm
stars
so
if you can't
sorry.
rate 5 stars.
It's
but
making
it's cool.
me so angered.
Angry. Bye bye. Sweet.